Hi everyone. In this lecture, we're going to talk about sustainability and how it applies to kitchen and bath design. So we'll start out with a definition of what is sustainable design and specifically how to maximize energy efficiency with kitchen and bath projects. And then we'll move on to a discussion of the building envelope, heat gain and loss through that envelope, the concept of thermal resistance or R value, and finish up with a discussion about insulation. What is sustainable design? Well, there is a great definition that it is development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. And one of the common frameworks to talk about sustainable design is called the triple bottom line. All right, and there's a graphic of it right here showing all of the different needs that need to be met. And the idea is that we need to balance these needs and not focus on just one. That triple bottom line could be defined as people, planet, and profit. Another framework to talk about sustainable design is the 4 Rs. Sometimes you hear this, the 3 Rs, but they are reduce, reuse, recycle, and sometimes left off, regenerate. All right, so for kitchen and bath projects, the number one way that you can incorporate sustainable design in your project is to reduce the operating energy required by buildings by selecting energy efficient appliances and lighting. Right, and we've already talked about that in the appliance section of your course. You can also affect sustainable design with the materials that you select. All right, you can select materials with recycled content, and you can select materials with the lowest environmental impact. Right. And going back to this reducing operating and energy costs, we can also affect the building envelope of any project that includes exterior walls. All right, and so that's what we're going to continue to talk about in this lecture. So let's come back to this reducing energy requirements topic. Energy costs, as you all know, are a large part of any household's budget, and kitchens and baths specifically use more energy than any other room of the house. And that's why we want to focus on maximizing energy efficiency. So here's some data, a survey of electricity use or energy use for residential buildings, kind of sorted by its end use. What was the energy used for? And you can see that the top amount right here, all right, most of the energy used in residential buildings went to air conditioning and heating, okay, HVAC. And we're going to talk about that later in the course. But kitchens and baths were a very significant use, and they're kind of broken out in this particular survey. So we have refrigerators specifically, freezers, cooking, microwaves, dishwashers. By the time you add all of those up, including some of the water heating use, I should have tagged that one, but I didn't. Kitchens and baths exceed any other room in the house. Hi everyone. So in this video we covered an overview of what sustainability is and what it means to your project. And we talked about what your sustainable goals for a kitchen and bath project should be. In the next video, we're going to focus on the building envelope and talk about how we can reduce energy requirements for that piece of your project.